I'm very pleased to be joined by Paul Goddard. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, and thank you for inviting me.
That's all right. And you managed to battle your way through the roadworks.
I did, yes. I was doing everything I possibly could with all the things I've learnt through the Isbourne to keep myself calm and cool. But I'm glad they didn't see me on my way down. I'm glad to say that.
It's called the Warm Woods Good Welcome.
Yeah, it is, absolutely.
No, seriously. You're from the Isbourne Centre.
Yes.
Tell us about what the Isbourne Centre does.
Well, the Isbourne is run as a charity, and it's a place where it's a wellbeing centre. So a lot of people kind of get the idea that it's spiritual. They have a lot of spiritual things on there, but it's also personal development. They also do a lot of things to do with physicality, and that's not just sort of like this. That's not the weightlifting as some people might think of it. That's kind of the more Tai Chi and movement and stuff like that. So there really is something for everybody. So whether it is you're really gone down that full holistic spiritual field, or whether you're just kind of stressed in your job and want to find an alternative to help relax your mind, the Isbourne has it for you.
I mean, is this a publicly run thing, or how is it run?
It's run through. It's set up as like one of the charities. So it's done, I think, as a service, and people that run there really want to help, and they've got a manager, and it's run like a business, but it's run also. It's got that charity feel to it and everything like that. So it's got different rooms in there, and they have the therapists that do their things, from people that do like massage to people that do NLP like myself, and other wonderful people that do reflexology, crystals, all sorts of wonderful things.
So NLP is
neuro-linguistic programming.
I'm glad you said that.
Yes, it's all the neuro-holistic, so it's the neuro, the mind, the whole neurological system, linguistic, the language you use, and programming, the way you program yourself and also others. And I do hypnotherapy. You've got other people that do the same things I do. Kim Phillips, she taught me at the Isbourne, and she's a fantastic trainer in neuro-linguistic programming. So if you're thinking about at least doing diploma level in it, so giving yourself an interest in how the mind can, the way you think, the way you talk to yourself can affect you in a very positive way, then I highly recommend Kim's training.
So you're now like a professional, are you, in this
Yes,
area?
I'm a master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming, and I do like the Isbourne because I think if you are somebody who is looking into having a space within the Cheltenham area, it's a good, quiet space, got a great atmosphere to it, very relaxing, very calming, so it's ideal really for people to come along and enjoy that. It's got a cafe as well at the Isbourne, so that's really good. So if you want to just drop in when it's the Literature Festival as well, and just even if you're not quite sure about what's happening, if you just want to go in and sample the atmosphere and get a feel for the place, it's a non-threatening place that you can go to and enjoy.
So you're like a number of the professionals, or one of the professionals that they actually use?
I am, yes. I mean, they use me for some of their videos because I make YouTube videos, and they've recently asked me to come along and do some good YouTube videos part of the Literature Festival. But I've also interviewed a few other people like Dr. David Hamilton, who works a lot on self-love, and he's written many books. He's one of the Hay House authors, Louise Hay, if anybody knows Louise Hay's stuff. So I do their YouTube videos and also put stuff on Mixcloud, the same that Radio Winch can use as well to listen again, just to sort of promote and spread the Isbourne further as well from the Cheltenham. I know people do know it, and people do travel from a field to go to it. It's just nice to have people that may be across the other side of the world connecting via YouTube and that as well.
So there'll be details online for people to have a look at?
Yes, there will be. So if you go to the Isbourne website itself, so that's www.isbourne.org, then you can go along and see some of my YouTube videos, some of the other things that some of the other people have written that use the space.
Right.
And good blogs on there and stuff.
We'll be talking about the Cheltenham Literature Festival and your involvement with the Fringe there after this one for Fergal Sharkey. Fergal Sharkey, even, it's a good heart.
I hear a lot of stories, I suppose they could be true.
Fergal Sharkey there, and a good heart on Radio Winchcombe. We've been talking mainly about the main events on at the Cheltenham Literature Festival, which of course are Imperial Gardens and also Montpellier Gardens in Cheltenham. But there's also a lit call and around town events, and there'll be details of those online, of course. And there's a Fringe, and the Isbourne Centre, of course, are involved in the Fringe. What made you get involved in this, first of all, Paul?
Well, for myself, I mean, I heard about it, so I wasn't there right from the beginning of the development of it, but I think it's a fantastic, exciting thing to happen, and really good for the Isbourne. I know they've got connections with Kindred Spirit magazine as well to run this. Yeah. I think that the idea was really that that the literature festival, and it wasn't to take anything away from the literature festival, it to maybe add more of it in the fringe style, to give something that people maybe want to sort of think more about their personal health, and that's not just what you put into your body, but the way you think as well. And that there was a great opportunity for people to get involved with the excitement, whether it's just those people that come to the Isbourne anyway, or whether it is people that are seeing various different events and think, I want to try something different. So
you say you run workshops at the Isbourne,
Yes, we do. So there's workshops at the Isbourne, and some of these speakers do workshops and talks at the Isbourne. Some people just do the odd occasional one, like Tim Freak. He's quite well known now and has got some books and things like that. That's going to be a good thing to see, and it's going to be, particularly his talk, a little bit more challenging, also very sort of what everybody talks about, but he kind of doesn't mind about slightly going against the grain of what some spiritual people think, because he thinks everybody should be their own thinker as well. So I think it's good. It's got a mix for everybody, and there's also a samba band as well, so that'll be quite fun. I think get people involved as well, so good excitement.
I looked at that programme because it's on mainly Friday and Saturday for the first couple of days of the festival, and there is certainly a literary theme to it. I mean, most of the speakers have written a book.
Yes, I believe all of them have actually written a book, so that's the idea behind it. Somebody like Miguel, who's written his book, it's talking about a new one that he's developing writing now, so it's to really sort of get people's interest. Each one of these speakers will be selling their books, so if you do go onto the Isbourne website, then you can check out the speakers and think, that kind of is quite interesting for me as well. And also, it might be good for the Literature Festival. You might get people that go along to the Isbourne and think, let's just try something out at the Fringe Festival. So I think that's the way the Isbourne think. They kind of think sort of holistically and roundly, and that everything's good, and that if it helps people, inspires people in any way, it's a wonderful thing.
And there's a flyer involved, isn't there?
There is a flyer involved. I mean, I pulled this one out from the Isbourne brochure itself, but there's also the festival brochures going around, and if it's okay, I'll just leave a couple here if anybody interested in here to have a look at it.
And it may well be at the Tourist Information Centre, because they tend to have a lot of these type of brochures.
Yeah, I know that the people who do like the Glide marketing, if you find those stands anywhere, you'll be able to find one of these brochures there. Also, as well, I've been going around and dropping a couple of places around, some of the places around Cheltenham in the local area as well. So you should be able to find it, but it's all online, as I say. So if you go on the website, you'll find all sorts of information. The staff are really helpful, so if anybody has any questions about things, if you want to phone up and ask them, then that'll be good as well.
Yeah, and there's a separate around town brochure, by the way, folks. So if you want to know what's happening in and around the town of Cheltenham as well, there's a brochure about that. So there's plenty going on, really, in the next 10 days or so.
There is.
Thank you very much, Paul, for coming to talk about it. Do you want to give the website again?
Yeah, so if you go to their website, which is www.isbourne.org, and I just do the spelling of Isbourne just so that make sure everybody's actually got it. So that's ISBOURNE, so Indigo, Sierra, Bravo, Oscar, Unicorn, Romeo, November, Echo.
It's nearly 11:30 on Radio Winscombe.